Good morning and happy Tuesday, everyone. It's Tuesday, and I am not directly sounding. So before we begin, let's get to my low, my high, my act of kindness. Let's see. My low was, well, I guess my low is the fact it definitely felt like a Monday in terms of just everything being quiet and slow. But you know what? I just had a really great weekend. I'm not gonna let that bother me. Actually, you know what? I completely forgot. Let me get my NFL picks document out. I actually I saw the beginning of the Chiefs-Saints game last night, so let's see what happened. Yep, I was right. Chiefs won. So, yeah, my high is that the Chiefs won, and I was right. Which now makes my overall NFL pick list to be, you can see that, 8-6. Which means, do a little math, 38 plus 8 would be 46, and 26 plus 6 is 32. So, for those keeping score at home, my NFL record is now 46-32. Okay. So, this is getting exciting. I'm doing okay in terms of staying ahead. I mean, I guess there's just been a lot of, there was actually quite a few, upsets this week. Like the Giants beating the Seahawks. That was insane. I wasn't expecting that at all. Not to mention, I'm happy my Cowboys won, but frankly, we should have won that game by a lot more than what we did. So, yeah, it's been kind of crazy. I guess if I were to add to my low as well, yeah, I guess I am missing Cuckoo Lake for a little bit. I mean, technically I was just there to go to the Valley Inn, which, hey, now I can talk about that. But first, I have actually this is my act of kindness. My act of kindness was, we had visiting my folks last night, we had leftovers from dinner because we were celebrating my brother running the Wine Glass Marathon. So, I helped make dinner, which was to prepare leftovers, which is good. Okay. Now, let me file save as you're supposed to do for any document on Word. There we go. Now, let's see what this, okay, so, full stop, First Week Feast is making this very hard to get a real legitimate reaction, because on YouTube, it basically shows what they show on Instagram. I mean, I'm trying to forget technically, yeah, I did see, but I'm trying to forget who it was. But now that I have an idea, Pharrell Williams. Pharrell Williams is going to be this week's guest on Hot Ones. Now, obviously, I know who Pharrell Williams is. He's a singer. And a very good one as well. Hands down, his most popular song of all time is Happy, which I personally cannot talk about or sing due to wearing copyrighted. However, I know why Pharrell Williams is on Hot Ones for this week. Because he's actually coming out with a new movie called Piece by Piece, which I believe is a movie based on the song of the same name. Hold on. Yeah. It's a song with the same name, But the twist is, it's going to be an animated movie. Not just any kind of animated movie. It's going to be done entirely in Legos. Which, you know what? I saw the first. I really should do a movies on the Lego movie. That was actually a really fun experience. So, yeah, Pharrell Williams is on Hot Ones promoting his new movie. I'm very much excited for that. I think it's going to be a good episode. Pharrell Williams is a really chill guy. Actually, another thing about Pharrell Williams I remember is that he was a coach on The Voice. I don't think he won, but I know for a fact he was a judge on The Voice. Or the coach on The Voice or whatever. And also, I mentioned his song Happy earlier. It was actually so popular that Weird Al Yankovic made a parody of that song called Tacky. Which is actually also a very good song. Honestly, Weird Al does a lot of parody songs, but you know what? At least they're good. Like, what else did he do? Did Amish Paradise for Gangster Paradise? He did Fat for Michael Jackson's I'm Back, I think is what it was. Yeah, he actually Weird Al was on Hot Ones. A part of me thinks maybe I should make like short videos in regards to previous guests on Hot Ones that really stick out to me. I've thought about that. And in some respects I probably should. But I would need to do a lot of work involved with writing the notes for it. But maybe someday I'll get to that. It's definitely an option that's worth exploring. Jeepers, I'm quite tired. So, now that that's all taken care of, I get to talk about going to the Valley Inn, which I went to on Sunday after visiting Grist Iron's brewing company for their Pumpkin Fest for a little bit. So, for starters, if you guys know me at this point, you know chicken wings are my hors d'oeuvre of choice. And hands down, the place I've talked about the most in regards to chicken wings is the Elbow Room. But the year was 2011. I had just gotten back from spring break for my sophomore year of college. And I was due to having lunch with my grandfather. Now, at this point, my grandfather had lived up in Cuckoo Lake year-round for a few years now. And why did I say now in the same sentence twice? Anyway, I go to his cottage, and then he proceeds to take me the entirety of the west side of Cuckoo Lake, past the stoplight at the four-way in Branchport, and just kept going straight until we approached this one biker bar in the Guyanoga Valley called the Valley Inn. My grandfather called it the Guyanoga, and if I have to, I'll use them both interchangeably, but for the most part, I'll be referring to this as the Valley Inn. But again, if you want to call it the Guyanoga, you can be interchangeable with it, I suppose. I proceeded to have the wings, and yeah, they're a top 3 wing for me. It's so crazy. It's funny I'm talking about this, considering that I'm talking about this week's guest of Hot Ones. Like, I ordered, my grandfather's order was mild. I used to order mild. This time I actually went with medium. And regards to this particular sauce, because here's the thing. It's usually whatever flavors you add to a wing that make it unique or what it is. Because anyone can put a chicken wing in a fryer and say, that's it, here's your chicken wing. I say this because this particular wing sauce, while it's medium, there's a sweet note to it. Like, not too sweet though. Like, you still get the traditional flavors of a good buffalo wing that, us upstate New Yorkers know and love. But this sauce was so good, I really could have just straight up drank it. It was like that good. Like, I don't know what the Valley Inn does with their wing sauce, but they need to bottle it. That's what I was trying to say. Why was I struggling to find out that word? So that happened. Now, I also can't talk about my experience without talking about everything else that happened. So, I just come from Griff's Iron. It was really windy up there, so I need to get some soup. So I got their tomato soup. It was very good. So the last time I was at the Valley Inn, my dad and I shared a fry basket of their onion rings. And I proceeded to say and I was on record saying the best onion rings I ever had in my life. So this time I had to validate my parking. Holy cow, these onion rings are even better than last time. Valley Inn's got the best onion rings I've ever had. Straight up. Actually, a lot of the menu looks really good too. Like, I was there, and there were people ordering out of the patty melt. The patty melt looked really good. Someone ordered shrimp cocktail. Shrimp cocktail looked really good. And then there was what they were serving during the game, because they made chips, salsa, buffalo sourdough pretzel bites, and pimento cheese dip, which the pimento cheese dip was just, oh my god, it was so good. But there's another reason why I want to go. I mentioned it was my grandfather who took me to the Valley Inn all those years ago for the first time. And 13 years later, here I am. My grandfather was a huge Buffalo Bills fan. So much so that he actually went to all 4 of the Bills Super Bowls. Now I'm convinced the Valley Inn, along with Lakeside, was one of his old haunts. Because the Valley Inn is just straight Bills Mafia HQ. Like, the instant I walked in the door, the first thing I saw was red, white, and blue. As in Buffalo Bills, red, white, and blue. Like, the Bills Mafia were pretty much sitting right in front of the door. And there's like Bills paraphernalia, beer cozies, signs, shirts and merchandise. And listen, I've been to Highmark Stadium, or the Ralph, if you will, at least one other time to watch the Cowboys play the Bills. But I'm surrounded by the Bills Mafia. I know all of the chants, like, hey, hey, and let's go, Buffalo. Like, I'm aware of all that. The entire time I was watching the Bills game, the Bills Mafia at the Valley Inn was doing just that. And it was a whole lot of good old-fashioned fun. And if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Also, this is a very special day for me. It was. But it was the first time I ever had buffalo wings while watching the Buffalo Bills. And, of course, no upstate New Yorker worth their weight in salt would ever have wings without blue cheese. Except no substitutions. It was just awesome. That's the best way to describe it. It was just awesome. And, I mean, the Buffalo Bills, the Bills Mafia, wonderful people. I don't think I need to tell anyone that, but just in case anyone needed proof, I can tell you that they're wonderful people. Now, to be clear, yes, I am a Cowboys fan. And I do have much respect for the Buffalo Bills. In fact, frankly, it broke my heart that the Bills lost on Sunday. Although, I will admit, the Bills kind of did that to themselves. I mean, you can't fall behind and expect to win like that. Especially when literally all the Bills had to do at the end of the game was run nothing but run plays. have the Texans run out their clock, use their timeouts, and then, yeah, the Bills did that to themselves. As sad as I am the Bills lost, the Bills totally did that to themselves. But this was a really fun time. It was. I honestly had such a great time that, and actually, here's the thing. Like, when I was at the Valley Inn, that was only half of the normal people that show up for a Bills game. And the place is already going nuts. Yeah, I definitely need to make plans to go again at some point. I'll definitely need to keep that in mind. So, yeah. So the next time the Bills play on Sunday afternoon is going to be on October 20th. Again, I am strongly considering going back to the Valley Inn just to have that experience again. I mean, they do play on the 14th, but that's a Monday night, and the Valley Inn. Unfortunately, the hours of the Valley Inn aren't exactly, going friendly, if that makes sense. They're closed on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Open on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Obviously, Sunday. Of course they'd be open on Sunday. I was just there on Sunday. Point is, like, it takes a bit of planning to go because, listen, if there's one legit flaw about the Valley Inn, it's the location. It is a very long drive and otherwise pretty out of the way, unless you know where to go. I know where to go because I've been there. But if you're a member of the Bills Mafia, you need to go to this place at least once. At least once. Just to say, you know what? I feel right at home. Like, plan accordingly, go to the Valley Inn, order the wings and rings, or really anything on the menu. And again, just have yourself some good old-fashioned fun. I did. And again, I'm not a member of the Bills Mafia. I had a blast. Again, to be clear, I'm more of a Cowboys fan than a Bills fan. But if there's one team I'm always going to root for, it is the Bills Mafia. Enough said. I hope y'all like this video. If you like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, our social media, and as always, I'm very hungry this video for everyone else watching. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Remember, talk channel was beginning. Let me know what's back. Take care. Make good choices. 607 all day, baby.